This is a recast of the 4,600-word piece, Meta and Open, from Stratechery by Ben Thompson. Let's listen in.
The article starts with a verdict from Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg on Apple's Vision Pro, stating that he believes Quest is not only better value but also a better product altogether.
Zuckerberg is making the point that every generation of computing has an open and a closed model. He argued that although Apple's closed model won in mobile, it doesn't always have to be that way. He sees Meta as an open model for the next generation of computing.
Zuckerberg announced the release of Meta Horizon OS, their operating system that powers Quest virtual and mixed reality headsets. This is part of their strategy to ensure the open model defines the next generation of computing again with Metaverse technology.
Now, this move might seem like a reaction to Apple's Vision Pro or Google's upcoming AR announcement. But it's not just about keeping up with competitors, it's about ensuring Meta's place in the overall Metaverse puzzle.
That leads us to an important discussion in the article about Meta's market. We often think of market in terms of competition between companies for customers, but for Meta, it's all about capturing user time and attention.
In the digital services landscape, users have a plethora of platforms at their disposal and can use them simultaneously. So, the real competition is over how much time users spend on each platform.
Meta has been pretty successful at this so far, given its social networking roots. But as the article highlights, this user time and attention, while achieved via social networking, is not necessarily strategically relevant.
The game has changed with the rise of video-heavy platforms like TikTok. Content has become king, and it's no longer just about who you're connected with, but what content you're consuming and sharing. This shift is reflected in Meta's AI strategy with its Llama family of models, which are designed to create more engaging content.
Speaking of strategy, let's talk about Meta's decision to build their own operating system for virtual and mixed reality headsets, Horizon OS. The idea is to control more devices and not be subject to Apple or Google's rules on what can be built or tracked.
But it's critical to remember that Meta isn't looking to create another Apple-esque product. They're a horizontal services company that aims to reach as many people as possible. Hence, they've decided to license Horizon OS to device manufacturers who can help develop headsets for a wider array of customers and use cases.
The article concludes by discussing the meaning of open in terms of Meta's strategy. It varies from open source code in some projects to licensing models for its operating system and commodity models in others, depending on what serves their market and differentiation best.
It all comes back to capturing user time and attention. That's their core business, and they're leveraging openness as a strategy to maximize it.
Well, folks, that's our discussion on Meta's strategic direction towards an open model in the Metaverse era, its new OS, and how it all ties back to capturing user attention.
We hope this provided you with some insights into how Meta is strategically positioning itself in the rapidly evolving tech landscape.
That's it for today.